deafening silence here with a new challenge video for me. I did not too long ago. I did solving a peg solitaire board piece. Today we're solving a Rubik's Cube, and I had to re-educate myself on this because I've been able to solve them before, but it's been a while. And there is a more thorough way on how to solve this that's already on YouTube that I'm going to be using today to solve it, and I'll link it down in the description box where you can go to if you want to see a more thorough way. But I'm just going to kind of walk you through it step by step, how you can go about solving one of these things so you can look somewhat smart in front of your friends or whatever. So it's not that difficult once you get the hang of it to do it like the beginner method. I don't know how to solve it in 10 seconds like all the pros do, but I do know how to solve it thanks to that video. And it just is about remembering the steps in order, and then using a set of algorithmic moves, and then just remembering not to mess up the moves while doing it. So the first thing you want to do is construct they call it the daisy flower, and it's not that difficult. Basically, you start off with the yellow piece, and get this in autofocus here. You start off with this yellow piece in the center, and you just get white pieces here on these patterns here. And so just, you already had one here, so we get one there, and just kind of twist around until you get them all set up. Got one more. Where's that sucker? Where's that sucker? Okay, right there in that little pattern. Let's see. And I have to remember these things. I just went and solved it before I started this so I could refresh it in my mind. But there we go. We've got this little daisy pattern here. Now you're going to flip these to where they're on this side with the white piece. And what you do here is, you see how it's white and blue? Well, you twist until you get it like this, where the middle piece and the piece right above are matching blue. And you twist it over like that. We've got red already here. Alright, as you saw, we had the red already there. So now we just look and shift it to that. And then lastly, shift until we have orange. And then we have it now as a white cross pattern. Now, this next part is where things start to pick up a little bit. So we got to get these white pieces up here. That's the next step, is completing the white section of the Rubik's Cube. So what you'll want to do is, sometimes you get lucky and these are already filled in, but you need to make sure that they're correct in the right section. So what we can do here is, we see that we have a white piece here that's not solved. It's got green and red on its corners. We twist it until we have it in adjacent corners. So we have red, red, and then green, green. And from here you do what is called a righty or righty algorithm. And it's clockwise, clockwise if it's facing you. Then counterclockwise, counterclockwise. Boom, boom, and boom, boom. And you just complete that over and over again until the right white piece is in the corner, meaning it's got red, red, green, green. It's got, it's connected to those pieces. find the next one. This is red and blue. Red versus blue, great show, right? So red, red, oh, red, red, blue, blue. So just do that right algorithm over and over again. Whoops, I think I went too far there. Oh, had one more to go. It threw me off because I already had a white piece there, but it wasn't the right one. It wasn't the right one that we need. So now we got red, red, blue, blue. Okay, so we've got another white piece here. So yes, we have green, green, orange, orange. So we get to solving. That's still not the right one, remember? Gotta make sure it's the right color combinations. And there we go. Got one more here. And we already know it's going to be the right one once we get in place, because blue, blue, and then orange, orange. So just complete these steps. And it's just about getting the patterns and keeping everything there. But once you do this, you have all the white pieces where they're supposed to be, but not only that, you've got this bottom layer here already solved and done, and they all match their middle piece too. So the next part is getting these second layers here all to what they're supposed to be. This one can be a little bit tricky because now you're going to have a lefty algorithm and you're going to have some twisting of the cube to make sure you get in this right spot. So basically what you have to do here is, you see these top here, you need to look and see where you'll turn it. This is where I need to try to explain better, but you'll turn it until you get this piece matching this piece, and then the one that's on top, you'll see where it needs to go. So we have orange here. This is green. Green needs to go right here. So what we have to do is this. Take this top layer, turn it away, and then do a left algorithm. So if it's, so it says it's counterclockwise, but it looks to me like it's clockwise. But basically we do this: forward, right, down, left. Okay, forward, right, down, left. Well, then turn it away from where it needed to go and do a right algorithm. And now that we've done that, we've got orange and green. So we need to just repeat this pattern. So here we've got red already here. This is green, it needs to go there. So now we'll do the opposite. We'll turn this away from it, do a right algorithm, turn it right, boom, 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 boom. And there we have those two done. And we just keep repeating this process. So this is blue and orange. And so we need to go there. So away, away, right, down, left. Turn it right. Got another one done. Got one more here. These are reversed, so they're flipped. So we need to get it out of there. So what you can just do is just a right algorithm. Whoops, I messed that up, but I'll fix it. I'll fix it. I got my steps mixed up. Okay, so we're back where we are. Alright, so what you need to do here is just do turn left. So if you need to get it out of that corner, the blue and red pieces were swapped. If you need to get out of the corner, like we just did, we just did a right algorithm, or we turned it to the left, did a right algorithm, turned it that direction, did the lefty to get the white pieces back where they're supposed to and everything else. And now we've removed this one from its slot. So now we have the blue. We've turned it to where we have the blue, and the red needs to go there. So turn it away, right algorithm, flip it towards that direction that we turned from originally, and there we go. If I'm not explaining it great, hopefully you can at least follow what I'm doing, and you can see that we've successfully gotten the white layer solved and the first two layers of the colors. Now we have to get next this yellow in a cross pattern. So the video that I have linked that shows how to solve the Rubik's Cube for beginners, it has different variations of this. I'm not good at explaining all of them on camera, but I can explain the one that I have here. So you're going to have, like I said, one of three variations after you've done your series of moves to get this, and then these two layers. If you have this, where there's the middle and then these two corners already solved, what you do is this right algorithm, and then put it back. And you've got your top layer, these two layers still solved, and you have a white cross, or yellow cross, excuse me, a yellow cross. So now that we have our yellow cross, we need to get these pieces flipped so we have a completely yellow center. Now, this one's a little time consuming, but basically what needs to happen before you can solve this is these corners here need to be like what we did when we solved for the white side. They need to be adjacent to their color pattern, their color codes. So for example, there should be a yellow piece, and then the blue should either be on its blue section or adjacent to it, and then the orange, for example. But you need to make sure that all four areas have that before you can begin. We don't have that. Sometimes you can get very lucky, and we already have two. But we need all four before we can begin the next step of compiling and making sure we have all the yellow pieces. So what we do is a kind of time-consuming set of the algorithms. So what it accomplishes is it moves this top space around safely until you get these blocks where they need to be. So the easiest way to do it, if you're going with the right algorithm first, like a lot of us do, is you find the sides where they need to move. And what you'll do is the right algorithm 3 times first, 2, 3, then you'll turn it left and do the left algorithm, 1, 2, 3. Now once you've done that, you may have gotten it to where they are supposed to be, which it appears that we have. If you have not, you don't have to worry you haven't done something wrong. You'll just keep doing that algorithm until you finally get them all moved around the board, so to speak, until all the pieces are supposed to be where they are. So we got red, green with a yellow piece, green, orange with a yellow piece, orange, blue with a yellow piece, and then red and blue. So now we're ready to do the algorithm we need to do to get these yellow pieces in the correct area. So what we do is we flip it, and you'll rotate the cube until you get to where you have a yellow on the corner facing you. And what you will do, and this is where I've often messed up because I didn't pay attention to the directions, start doing the right algorithm until you get that yellow where it's supposed to be. It looks like you messed it up. Don't worry, you've not. What you will do is take this bottom layer and shift it until there's another yellow here on this corner and start solving again. It doesn't have to be in the exact corner where I had the first one, it just has to be there. And keep doing that righty algorithm. Rotate again. We got another yellow right here. And got one more right here. And once that is done, you turn it back until you have these where they're supposed to be. You can see that we have all the yellow pieces solved, all the white pieces are solved, and you just turn those pieces back to where they're supposed to be, and look at that. We have just these that we need to move now to get to our final Rubik's Cube solving. Now, this is where it is time consuming, and this is where it is easy to make a mistake and mess yourself up, and you have to start all the way over, which sucks because this is the final step. It's time consuming. You need to count. You need to make sure that you're doing the algorithms exactly as they're supposed to be. Don't skip any steps. So, you see here that one side is solved completely. These others have one dot. So what we have to do is we have to get them shifted over safely, right? So what you'll do is you'll go to the side that is perfectly solved. What you'll do next is the right algorithm one time, the left algorithm one time, then go back to the right algorithm. You have to do that 5 times, and then go back to the left algorithm and do that 5 times. Sounds like a lot, I know, but that's how you do it. So first, right algorithm once, left algorithm once, then you just go 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now the left one 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And of course, true to fashion, a plane overhead ruined the moment. Being an ASMR artist, the plane is my mortal enemy. I get about 5 or 6 of those every video I record, so that's staying in. I can't edit it out, but as you can see, it has been solved. Now, I have had times where I did that one right algorithm both sides and then the 5 algorithms both sides, and I did not complete it. If not, don't worry, you haven't done something wrong. Just repeat it. You just repeat it again, and it'll eventually get all these shifted around to where it's supposed to be. Yeah, I'm trying to think of anything else I can explain here without having to deconstruct the Rubik's Cube and go back through. But yeah, it's really just a series of algorithms. That righty algorithm will carry you through it. There's some people that are left-handed and might ask, since they naturally move maybe a Rubik's Cube with their left hand first, is there a opposite way of doing it? And the answer is probably, though I'm not certain. I don't know if there's like a special Rubik's Cube song for left-handers. I'm a mix. My grandpa was a left-hander, but my mom and dad were right, so I've kind of got a mixture. I'm not ambidextrous, but I can do things both right or left-handed, so I get it. But I don't know. All I know is if you do that righty algorithm a lot with that left sprinkled in, it basically carries you through the Rubik's Cube solving. that's the beginner's way of solving it. If you're able to work really fast with it, you can probably get this thing solved in 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes. But starting out, I would think 5 minutes for an expert, or someone who's comfortable with them. There are more complex algorithms, more complex ways of solving it, but in the end they allow you to solve it like super quick. I'm not able to think like that. So I'd also recommend, this is like the bigger size Rubik's Cube, I would definitely recommend getting one of these and not the miniature, because the miniature, the mechanisms are so hard to turn, and if you're not careful, you can break it by trying to get that thing to turn. And like I said, the guys that I have linked down in the description, if you're needing it more thoroughly explained on how to solve it, they have a much more detailed way. They also, most importantly, have ways, the different variations that you can come across while you're trying to solve the Rubik's Cube. And if you've come across something, that's how you solve it. If you made a mistake, here's how you can undo it. If you've made a mistake and you're able to retrace your steps, you can obviously just do everything in reverse and take you back to where you were before. I'm not that good. Alright, so I showed more in detail how to solve it using the method that I got from those guys. But I mentioned that you could do it, probably in a few minutes if you got really good at it. And so what I'm going to do here is, without talking, I'm just going to focus on this and try and see how quickly I can do it. No talking, just the Rubik's Cube. Yeah, I went ahead and mixed it up. If there's any loud sounds or anything like that from outside, I'll probably edit it out, but I'll just, cut out a second or something just to, keep the real time of it in check. So, yeah, let's go ahead and see what we can do. And there you have it, all solved. I didn't keep track, but judging by the clock here on my camera, it looks like it may have taken me 5 minutes. 25 and 6 minutes, somewhere there. And I still could have probably done faster had I not been in front of the camera. And of course I made that mistake where I accidentally flipped these two and didn't notice it. So if I hadn't done that, yeah, I probably could have done it maybe in 4 minutes there. So yeah, the lighting here was tricky for me. It's those two, I'm partially colorblind, so it's easy for me to not even notice those colors are flipped. So, but yeah, solved it twice in one video, showed a slower method step by step, and then solved it more fastly for you. Yeah, hopefully it was good, relaxing to see it. Hopefully you got some sort of relaxing ASMR out of it. Yeah, it's funny, I never thought I could solve a Rubik's Cube, but I wanted to try it, and lo and behold, I was able to. Like I said, it's not that hard on the beginner method. It's if you're wanting to go faster, you know, you have to learn a more complex way. But anyway, I think that's going to do it for today. Thank you all for watching that did. And, I don't know, I may do more puzzle type stuff on here. You know, I've done the Rubik's Cube, like I said, and the Peg Solitaire in a previous video, so who knows, might come up with some other stuff for you. But until next time, thank you guys for watching. Any likes or subscriptions, kind comments, sharing, whatever is greatly appreciated. And I will see you on the next video. Take care. Bye for now.